Hello everyone and welcome to my brand new YouTube channel. So I've been wanting to do this for a very long time. I actually work at a local BMW dealer, BMW Cincinnati North, and I am a huge car fanatic. You guys might know me from my YouTube channel, Elbow TV, or my Twitch channel, Elbow TV, but I am a massive car fanatic. So today we have a 2013 BMW M3. So that actually is equipped with a 4-liter V8 that puts out right at 400 horsepower. So 0 to 60 isn't too impressive at, I think it's right around 4.3 or 4.4 seconds. But it's one of the best sounding engines that BMW's ever made. Got tons of awards for all of the years that the car has been produced, and it was one of the greatest cars that's ever been created, you know. So let's go ahead and take it out for a spin. I'll show you the outside and the interior of it. This is a 2013 model again, so it's the LCI, so it's Life Cycle Impulse. And it's going to have a little bit of different features on it than a older model from 08 or from 07 all the way up until 2010. So let's go ahead and take a ride and let's get going. Let me set this aside so it doesn't All right. Cold start on an E92 M3. And a beautiful roof rack. So this was actually the second BMW to come with a DC, or second M3 to come with a DCT transmission. This car actually has a carbon fiber inlay on the interior that's fully stitched into the inside, and you've also got, you know, heated seats, all that kind of good creature comfort stuff, traction control, and then this even has the pretty rare rear sun view thing. So you press that in, and you actually get a little bit of extra privacy in your rear of your car. So without further ado, I'm sure you guys just want to see me drive this thing. We've got 42,179 miles on it and black on black. So let's go ahead and take it out for a spin. So all the infotainment is a little bit dated. It still does have full-on Bluetooth and a lot of the typical creature comforts that people have been accustomed to nowadays. This car does have the full-on sports seats and the different transmission modes as well. So being with the DCT, it's got 4 different shift points. So I'm driving on the mid shift point, as I don't want to mess the car up because it's not my own. And so we're just gonna kind of take it around the block, update the key, and we'll get it back going. Turn the air conditioning off so you guys can actually hear. So one major issue that these cars had was the fact that they had this V8 engine in it. So while it's a beautiful engine and it sounds fantastic, it's got the consumable rod bearings. So you might be asking, what is a rod bearing? So the rod bearing is what the crankshaft, I believe the crankshaft spins around. So as the cars are driven, they're actually wearing the rod bearings away. It's an incredible sounding motor. It loves to rev. You know, it's a V8 with an 8500 or 8200 RPM redline. Man, stupid camera. I need to get a mount for it. But 8200 RPM redline. Thing loves to rev. Absolutely just a fantastic car. Plus, the shifts as well sound very good on it. Oh goodness. Rear-wheel drive bias, or not rear-wheel drive bias, full-on rear-wheel drive sports car. This has been absolutely one of my dreams to drive this car. It's no words to describe it. Those downshifts are just so raw too. second gear gets some slippage just because of that rear wheel drive, 400 horsepower just to the rear wheels. I think it's got 265s or 275s in the rear on this car. But overall, just fantastic vehicle. The way that it's just capable. These seats are amazing. The M5 of this era actually had seats that would hold you in your seat through the corners, and that would actually build up your the side bolstering as you needed it. So if as you dove into one corner or another, it would anticipate it and expand the side bolstering to hold you in. This car doesn't have that same technology, but it still does have those beautiful side bolsters that you've come to know and love if you're a normal supercar driver. You'd be surprised to see as well that this car actually doesn't come with a backup camera. In this generation, BMW hasn't had it quite perfected the backup camera, but you do have a full gamut of backup sensors and things like that as well. So you aren't in too big of an issue whenever you're going out to try to park this thing. Nice little drive here. And since it is a DC transmission, I would recommend that whenever you park it, you actually have to pull up the e-brake, because if you don't know what a DC transmission is, by the way, it's a full-on manual transmission that's been converted to an automatic transmission for the purposes of a robot driving it. So let's go ahead and dive into some of the more technical features of the vehicle and some of the improvements that BMW's made in the future now. So being on the E92 platform, this platform was used from 2006 to 2012 or 2013, depending on if you got a convertible or not. You have a full-on M mode button, which is going to activate a preset of different driving modes. So it'll turn it into the full availability of the horsepower, and it will tune the transmission to drive in a very precise manner as well. You have automatic high beam headlight, not automatic high beams, automatic headlights that are going to curve around the corner, and they're full-on xenon. In here you have Bluetooth for your cell phone, but not your normal Apple CarPlay as it is the older model. And as you go down through here as well, Office, so that was kind of like basically was a weird combination of telephone and navigation. So it would have not navigation, basically it was a second menu for your contacts and such like that. Down underneath vehicle info, that'll tell you things like when you need to get your vehicle serviced, and as well as tire pressure and stuff like that too. And then settings are just a couple of different customization settings. So your M drive is how you customize this M button. And you have the different drive logic, which is how the transmission works. EDC is your engine dynamic control, so you can tune the engine and everything in like that as well. DSC is your traction control, so obviously we're going to want to leave that on so that we don't kill ourselves. And then our Power Sport Plus, that's your direct engine control. And then Servotronic is also, I believe, has to do with the shifter as well. Shift lights are going to tell you when to shift here on your tack, and it's going to make the car a little bit more functional to drive as well. Obviously, traction control button, as I discussed before, and then you've got that privacy shield in the back. Down here, you've got your cigarette lighter, coin tray, or ashtray, power mode, EDC for the engine, and then another traction control button. They really want you to be able to control the traction for some reason. Oh no, I take this back, I'm so sorry. This is your auto start stop, so when you get to a light, so the car will shut off in order to save gas. And then right down here, you've got your transmission selector as to how aggressive the transmission is going to shift. So that was my overall review of the 2013 E92 M3. Beautiful car again. This is available for sale at BMW Cincinnati North with the beautiful rims on it as well. Not just like your generic M3 wheels, it's got more adapted and fantastic looking aftermarket wheels on it. But thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys want to see more, definitely go ahead and subscribe to the channel, and I will do some more stuff. If you guys want to have a specific car you want to see, I'll do my best to try to make that happen as well. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Deuces.